Welcome back to the Knight Gambit TV. Today we are looking at a beautiful opening trap from the Vienna game. Stanley Variation, Meitner-Mieses Gambit played between Glasscoe versus Bill Wall in Sunnyvale, California, 1985. This game is full of aggressive attacking ideas, queen attacks, king danger, and tactical punishment. Black looks active in the opening, but one inaccurate decision leads to a completely lost position. Let's break down every move step by step. Move 1. E4. White begins with E4, the most popular opening move in chess. This move controls the center, opens the bishop and queen, and prepares rapid development. Move 1. E5. Black responds symmetrically with E5, also fighting for central control. Both sides are following classical opening principles. Move 2. Knight C3. White plays Knight C3, entering the Vienna game. Instead of the usual knight to F3, White develops the queenside knight first. This keeps options open and often leads to aggressive attacking positions. Move 2. Knight C6. Black develops naturally with Knight C6, defending the E5 pawn and controlling central squares. So far, everything looks normal. Move 3. Bishop C4. White develops the bishop aggressively toward the weak F7 square. Remember, in the opening, the F7 pawn is often a tactical target because it is protected only by the king. Move 3. Bishop C5. Black mirrors White's bishop development. This creates a balanced-looking position, but things are about to become sharp very quickly. Move 4. Queen G4. Now comes the first attacking idea. White plays Queen G4, immediately targeting the vulnerable G7 pawn and increasing pressure on F7. This queen move is aggressive and tricky. Many players become uncomfortable facing an early queen attack. Move 4. Queen F6. Black responds with Queen F6. This move defends the F7 square and also protects the G7 pawn indirectly. At first glance, Black seems completely safe. But this queen move also blocks the knight and creates tactical problems later. Move 5. Knight D5. Excellent move by White. The knight jumps to D5, attacking the queen on F6 and creating dangerous threats against C7 and F6. This is a typical tactical Vienna idea. White gains time by attacking the queen while increasing central pressure. Move 5. Queen takes F2 check. Black becomes greedy. Instead of retreating safely, Black grabs the pawn on F2 with check. This looks strong because the White king is forced to move, but Black's queen is now deep inside enemy territory. In many gambits, grabbing pawns can become dangerous if development is ignored. Move 6. King D1. White calmly moves the king to D1. At first this looks strange because White loses castling rights. But look carefully. White's king is actually relatively safe, while Black's queen may become trapped. White also keeps all attacking pieces active. Move 6. King F8. Black plays King F8. This move is very passive. Instead of developing pieces, Black moves the king early, which usually signals danger. Black is worried about discovered attacks and possible mating ideas on F7. Move 7. Knight H3. Strong developing move. White brings the knight to H3, attacking the Black queen's escape squares and preparing to trap it. This is a very clever idea. The knight can later jump to G5 or F4 while helping White dominate the board. Move 7. Queen D4. Black retreats the queen to D4. The queen escapes for the moment, but notice something important. Black has moved the queen multiple times already while White continues developing pieces. In open positions, falling behind in development is extremely dangerous. Move 8. D3. White strengthens the center with D3. This move opens the dark squared bishop and attacks the queen indirectly. White's position is becoming more harmonious move by move. Meanwhile, Black still has undeveloped pieces and an awkward king. Move 8. Knight F6. Black develops the knight to F6, attacking White's queen and trying to catch up in development. Finally, Black brings out a piece, but the tactical problems are not over. Move 9. Queen F3. Excellent retreat. White calmly places the queen on F3. This move keeps pressure on F7 and lines up dangerous attacking ideas against Black's king. White is now threatening powerful tactical shots. Move 9. Knight takes D5. Black captures the knight on D5. At first glance, this seems logical because the knight was active and dangerous. But black misses the coming tactical disaster. Move 10, c3. Brilliant move. White attacks the black queen immediately. Now the queen on d4 has almost no safe squares. More importantly, white is threatening to win material and launch a deadly attack. Black suddenly realizes the position is collapsing. The queen is nearly trapped. White has overwhelming development. Black's king is unsafe, and tactical threats are everywhere. Because of this, black resigned immediately. Welcome back to the Knight Gambit TV. Today we are looking at a beautiful tactical puzzle where black finds an incredible attacking idea, starting with a shocking bishop sacrifice. Let's break down every move step by step. Position setup. Black to move. At first glance, white looks completely fine. White's queen is centralized on d4. The king is relatively safe on g1, and material appears balanced. But black notices something very important. White's king has weak dark squares, and the rook on d4 is overloaded with defensive duties. Now comes the brilliant combination. Move 1 black, plays bishop h2 check. Black sacrifices the bishop with check. This is an amazing tactical idea. The bishop jumps to h2 and attacks the white king directly. Why is this move so powerful? Because black wants to drag the king away from safety and expose the rook on d4. If white ignores the bishop's sacrifice, the king remains under dangerous attack. So white is practically forced to capture. This is the key idea in many attacking combinations. Force the king forward. Remove defenders. Win material with tactics. A beautiful attacking concept. Move 2 white plays. King takes h2. White accepts the sacrifice. The king captures the bishop on h2. At first this looks good for white because black just lost a bishop. But now comes the hidden point of the combination. Move 3 moves white plays rook takes d4. Boom. Black's rook crashes into d4 and captures the white queen. This is the tactical punchline. The queen on d4 was unprotected after the king moved away from defending key squares. Now black wins the queen for a rook and bishop combination. Let's understand the full tactic. Black sacrificed the bishop on h2. The white king was lured away. The queen on d4 became vulnerable. The rook invaded and won the queen. This is called a deflection tactic combined with a decoy sacrifice. Absolutely brilliant chess calculation by black. Why white cannot avoid it? After bishop h2 check, white's king is forced to react. If white tries to move the king elsewhere or ignore the bishop, black's attack becomes extremely dangerous. The sacrifice works because every move is calculated perfectly. This is why tactical awareness is so important in chess. One careless placement of the queen allowed black to create a deadly combination. Important lessons from this puzzle. Always check for tactical sacrifices near the king. A queen placed in the center can become vulnerable. Decoy sacrifices are powerful attacking weapons. Look for overloaded pieces and exposed kings. Forcing moves like checks can completely change the position. This puzzle shows how powerful initiative and calculation can be. Black didn't just play random attacking moves. Every move had a purpose. Drag the king. Remove protection. Win the queen. That is high-level tactical chess. If you enjoyed this brilliant tactic, make sure to like the video, comment your rating for this puzzle. Subscribe to the Knight Gambit TV for more deadly traps, tactical puzzles, and brilliant chess combinations. See you in the next video. God bless everyone.